welcome back to Cooking While Sheltering in Place. This is Ann, and this video is following the video that I just did on pork burgers. The pork burger is still cooking, and I'm going to show you the next one, which is a really great thing to do with lacinato or Dino kale. First of all, I'm going to show you how to clean the kale. This is really, really easy. Basically, you just want to take the kale, right side, wrong side, you fold it toward the right side, grab it in the middle, and pull it straight off of its stem. If it breaks, that's usually the tender part. You're not going to need to worry about that. We just want to get rid of the tough stem part that we don't want to work with. So pulling it off really fast. Super. I'm only showing you a couple for demonstration. I've already done the rest of them. And I'm going to pull those over here. Okie doke. This was a really big bunch of kale. Sometimes they're smaller. So you're going to hold them together with your hand as best you can. I just kind of tuck the little pieces in. And I'm just going to go across and slice it into little pieces. Keeping your fingers out of the way. If you have to stop and re-grip, that's fine. Get everything in there. Go all the way across. And then, for good measure, I always go across this way as well. And there is the kale. Now, got a little bit more here. I'm going to go ahead and cut that up. Usually, you can get about 2 good servings out of a bunch of kale. This one is probably going to give us 3 or 4 because it was large. But I'm going to put it back into the bowl while I show you what I'm going to do with the garlic first. I've got my pan already heating to medium on the stove. And so I've got this garlic. I want these to be fairly large pieces of garlic because I don't want them to cook and burn in the pan. So I'm basically just going to take each of the cloves and kind of slice them down the middle, the lengthwise, and then maybe again into a piece relatively like that. So depending on your piece, some are already small enough that I don't have to do that. Some of these are bigger, so they might get 3 slices out of them, like that. And like I said, you just don't want them too small so they burn. Don't want any burning happening. So there's the garlic, and that is all of our ingredients for today. So I'm going to take you over here and hopefully, okay, thank you, holding together here. So I've got my cast iron skillet. It's already getting hot. It's got some olive oil in there, and I'm going to see if my temperature is good. I'm going to throw in 1 piece of garlic. So I'm going to put the garlic in first. And I'm going to let that just sizzle around. I put a good amount of olive oil, maybe 1 or 2 tablespoons. Oh, it smells so good. I wish you could smell that. So I usually use my handy dandy tongs, my favorite tools. So I'm going to see if I can show this to you and then get this back into the right position. So there we have the garlic sizzling in the pan. The key is we don't want the garlic to get burned. We just wanted to get it browned, and then we're going to remove it from the pan while we get the greens going. So I'm going to check also now on our pork burgers, which you can see in the background. See how those are doing. They got kind of round, as you can see, even though we did the special trick. But I'm going to test these to see where they're at. I like to go to 140 on my pork. I know it will raise its temperature once I take it out of the pan. And these are already at 140. So I'm going to turn that off and take the pork off. So there we go. I'm going to put that lid back on there so I'll keep quiet. Alright, so pork burgers are done. Garlic is getting cooked. You don't want to go too high. It's really easy to burn garlic, so you want to really just take it easy and gently cook that garlic. The first time I taught a cooking class, I had someone ask, why can't we just mince it up into small pieces? Well, you can mince it up in small pieces and you put it in the pan and it will probably get cooked immediately, and then you can't get it out of the pan fast enough before it's burned. And then you've lost the really good garlic flavor and you've gotten into the burnt garlic flavor, which is not what we're going for. So you can see that some of these are getting nice and golden. Again, that cast iron skillet is still heating up, so once it gets really hot, it's hard to get it backwards. So I like starting at a lower temp and going easy with the garlic. Cooked. Now, this is, to me, one of the easiest fast foods that there is, if you have all the ingredients on hand. So a lot of people don't eat greens a lot because they don't know how to cook them, and that's why I did this, so y'all can see how to do it. So now they're golden and brown and ready to go. I'm going to take them out and into my bowl. Now I have this nice garlicky oil to work with, and I'm going to add the kale. Now, it's got a lot of water on there because I washed these leaves first, and that's fine. Put a lid on that for just a second. Okay, so here we go. It's sizzling, and I'm just going to kind of move it around with the tongs, making sure that I kind of flip up from the bottom back to the top, and get this cooked. See if I can show you that. Okay, so I'm just going in here and kind of flipping it over. Because this kale is so tender, it will cook really quickly. I like it when it's still very bright green. Again, you can put a lid on it for just a second if you like. I'm going to take a moment to show you the different things you can use to flavor this with. I think I showed you before, we have the Bragg's aminos. If you're gluten intolerant, I get the tamari that's gluten-free. You can also just use soy sauce. Coconut aminos, if you can't do soy or gluten. And again, my favorite, fish sauce. So, got lots of choices with whatever you want to put for your seasoning on these, on this kale. I'm going to show it to you right now because it's done. How about that? How's that for fast? All done. Okay, so I'm just going to add the garlic back in there. Sorry about that. Toss it around. Give it a shake of fish sauce. And we're done. One of the fastest foods on the planet. So I've got my pork burgers here. I'm not going to actually eat both of them. But that's dinner. One of those would be dinner. How about that? And a bunch of greens. And there you have it. Thank you for tuning in for Cooking While Sheltering in Place, and I look forward to seeing you next time.